It has been described as an epidemic, intimate partner violence, and it can lead to femicide. 25 women have been killed in the last 6 months in Ontario. That is the number, but each number represents a mother, a sister, a daughter, a friend. Tonight, we begin a two-part investigation into an issue that has many women living in fear. And we start by speaking with a mother whose daughter was murdered 1 year ago in Windsor.
She was so broken down, chipped away, made to feel like nobody else would love her.
Sahra Bulle was just 18 when she met the man who is now accused of murdering her. Her mother knew almost right away something was very wrong.
It was 6 weeks that they were seeing each other. When one day, she was at home and wearing shorts, and I saw this bruise on her thigh, and I asked her, "What's that?" And she told me that he had flicked her to get her attention. And I told her, "That's not a flick."
Sahra married that boyfriend. They were together for 18 years. Her mother says the signs of abuse were constant.
Her entire body was covered with bruises. And that's when we told her, "You can't go back."
But she kept going back, even though she tried 11 times to leave.
She was bruised and battered, and she was too embarrassed to show up. And she would only come home and contact us when she could put enough makeup to cover it up. It was getting worse and worse, and you could see it. It's a loss that's so predictable and preventable.
Sahra suffered a broken jaw, broken ribs, countless trips to the hospital. Her mother says she tried repeatedly to get help.
I must have made hundreds of emails, hundreds of inquiries, trying to figure out what could be done. What support can I get her to access? She suffered in silence. I knew, we all knew. She wouldn't call the police, she wouldn't charge, because she was ashamed of it.
But 1 year ago, there was hope. Sahra was determined to leave. Her mother says she changed jobs and moved to a shelter. She couldn't live with family because he knew where they lived.
She called me a little bit after 6 o'clock on Friday, May 26th, telling me that she was just leaving for work and everything was great.
She remembers the last words her daughter said to her that night.
"I love you, Mom. See you Monday." That Monday never came.
Sahra went missing on that Friday night. It was less than 3 weeks after she moved into the shelter. Her body was found 12 days later.
She was killed by inches for 18 years. This was just the culminating act of all those chipping away of her confidence, chipping away of her dignity, chipping away of feeling the freedom.
Advocates tell me families can often be the first to know that a loved one is being abused, but they're told by many support services that the survivor has to come forward, and so very often they can't. Fear, shame, risk, there are many factors that make it challenging. Sahra's former husband has been charged with first-degree murder. His case is before the courts. Experts say a woman is at the highest risk when she is trying to leave an abusive relationship. Tomorrow, we look at the numbers that show an alarming rise in femicides and women seeking help from intimate partner violence.